Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am back with you to predict some more championship action. We are back and I'm looking forward to the weekend. We have some tasty games and I'm here to predict them. Let us get straight into things. The first match being Luton Town against Queen's Park Rangers. Now, these two have actually played in the week. And Queen's Park Rangers won on penalties in the Carabao Cup. I'm sure if you would have asked both sets of fans what would you have rather won, the cup match or the league match, they both would have said the league match. This is a tough one. Both teams have goals in them. Luton haven't been great, have they? They lost to Preston North End 1-0 last time out in the Championship. And as for Queen's Park Rangers, it was again a 1-1 draw against Plymouth Argyle, which isn't great, all things considered. I fancy a draw for this one. Why not? Let us go with Luton Town 2, Queen's Park Rangers 2. And the next match is a tasty Lancashire derby between Burnley and Blackburn Rovers. I'm looking forward to this one. I certainly am. Burnley lost their first match of the season. They lost to Sunderland 1-0. As for Blackburn, however, Sammy Szmodics is out the door, as I say. He's gone to Ipswich Town. And this is a tough one, isn't it? Who are we talking about? Sorry. We are talking about... we're talking about Blackburn, aren't we? Blackburn, they beat Oxford United. So I think the goals are more spread out in the team. I'm going to back Burnley to get the win. I don't think it'll be convincing. I think the XG will be Burnley have 4 shots on target and score 4 goals. Go Burnley 4, Blackburn Rovers 1. And the next match is Cardiff City against Middlesbrough. Cardiff City coming off the back of a 1-1 draw against Swansea City in the South Wales derby. It's an interesting one, really, isn't it? I didn't watch it, but Cardiff City have got their first point of the season. As for Middlesbrough, it was, I think they might have won, did they? No, they drew to Portsmouth 2-2. Portsmouth are still unbeaten, as I say. I am going to back Middlesbrough to get back to winning ways. Cardiff City 0, Middlesbrough 2. And the next match is a tasty matchup. And two teams who should be fighting it out for playoffs. It's Coventry City against Norwich City. Both teams, you have to say, are looking good. Who are we talking about first? We will talk about Coventry City first. It was a 1-1 draw for them against Bristol City. And look, I think you have to look at Coventry as slight favourites. I think they're the home side. They are up against Norwich City, who drew to Sheffield United 1-1, and who haven't really hit the ground running yet. I don't think they've got their first win yet either. So they will be looking for their first win. As for the prediction then, I think I might back Coventry just. Coventry City 3, Norwich City 2. I'm going for a few goals. Share your thoughts. And the next match is Millwall against Sheffield Wednesday. This is a tasty one again. Millwall, let's look at them first. Well. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the first time I've seen Millwall's result. Millwall scored 7 goals in the first 2 matches, losing 4-3 and 3-2. Sorry, no, they scored 5 matches in the first 2 games. No, sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up here, but they scored 5 goals in their first 2 games. And then they go and draw to Hull City 0-0. I mean, it's just typical Millwall, isn't it? They are up against Sheffield Wednesday, who that +4 goal difference has gone out the window, and they lost to Leeds United 2-0 last weekend. I am going to back Millwall. Trusty Millwall 1-0. Millwall 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. The next match, West Bromwich Albion against Swansea City. West Brom, they are coming off the back of a 2-1 win against Stoke City. West Brom look good, don't they? Let's be honest. However, Stoke City, apart from their was it a 1-0 win against Coventry City on the first day of the season, or was it 2-1? Apart from their win against Coventry City, they haven't looked up to scratch yet. Hang on, what am I talking about? Stoke City? Yeah. No, it's West Brom against Swansea, isn't it? Swansea, look, as I say, they drew to Cardiff City 1-1 in the South Wales derby, and there was a lot to play for in that match. Coming into this one though, I am going to have to back the home side. West Brom have looked good. Let's back West Brom. West Brom 3, Swansea City 1. And the next match is Portsmouth against Sunderland. This is another tough test for Sunderland. Sorry, for Portsmouth. They are playing top of the league. They are still unbeaten. They drew to... who did they draw to last weekend? They drew to Middlesbrough last weekend. They are up against Sunderland, who are top of the league. I am going to back Sunderland, but I'd be more than happy to see Portsmouth prove me wrong again. Sunderland, I mean, they're top of the league, aren't they? They've beaten Burnley 1-0. I'm going to back Sunderland. Portsmouth 2, Sunderland 3, going for a few goals. The next match, Leeds United against Hull City. Leeds United coming off the back of a 2-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday. They've hit the ground running, their first win of the season. They are up against Hull City, who drew 0-0 against Millwall, and who haven't really hit the ground running yet. They have the new manager, Tim Walter, who I aren't really convinced by at this moment in time. I am going to have to back Leeds. Leeds United 2, Hull City 1, and the next match is Plymouth Argyle against Stoke City, and what you would call the Stephen Schumacher derby. Obviously, he is the Stoke City manager at the moment. As I say, Stoke City haven't really hit the ground running since their win on opening day against Coventry City. You look at Plymouth Argyle, and it's another okay point against Queen's Park Rangers. You would have taken a point, obviously, especially considering circumstances. A man down, as I say. I am going to back a Stoke City win. I think it might be narrow. Plymouth Argyle 0, Stoke City 1. And the next match is Oxford United against Preston North End. I am a big fan of Oxford United. They are putting up a massive fight. And they got that win on opening day against Norwich City. Oxford United, well, for them, it was a 2-1 loss to Blackburn Rovers last time out. As I say, they are up against Preston North End, who beat Luton last week, actually, may I just add. I am going to have to back... who am I going to back? I'm going to back Oxford. Shock win for Oxford. Oxford United 3, Preston North End 1. Oxford United are at home. That ground will have to be a fortress. And they'll get the win over the line. Next up, Derby County against Bristol City. Derby County are coming off the back of a 2-1 defeat against Watford. Limbs in the away end when they went ahead, but they ended up losing that match 2-1. As for well, we mentioned Bristol City. As for Bristol City, then, well, it was a 1-1 draw for them against Coventry City. This match is again an interesting one, and I think I might back Derby County actually. Derby County 2, Bristol City 1. I am a big fan of Derby County. And the final match is Sheffield United against Watford. Look, I am going to have to back Watford to lose one day. I am going to have to back them to lose, otherwise I will be getting a tattoo of Tom Cleverley on the back of my neck at the end of the season. Watford, as I say, they beat Derby County 2-1. As for the opposition, Sheffield United got a draw against Norwich City. I am going to have to back Sheffield United. I'm sorry, Watford. Watford have had a good start to the season, but I think it might start falling apart soon. I am going to have to back Sheffield United. Sheffield United 2, Watford 0. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will speak to you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.